So welcome to, as quick as that, episode 5 of HBR, and in this episode I'm hoping to tackle the drainage from the sink down to the outlet here, and also the hot water in and cold water in from the outside taps of the house. We've already got our services coming in, so the plan is to have the outlet running across here to the wall and down on an angle to that corner over there. These pipes will obviously be up, connected to the inlet and outlet there. Get in the hole! Uh-oh. Have I ballsed up? No. There we are. Perfect. Look at that. Spot on. Okay. Ah, schoolboy error. Who spotted that before it happened? Who spotted it? Didn't put the bloody collar on first. Damn it. Hopefully that's not how today's gonna go. I've got a lot of stuff to get on with today. I've literally got all day in this brewery, so I'll probably cover a couple of episodes. Okay, won't tighten this up yet, but now we'll get measuring the return from this point down to that corner, again just to keep as much room here as possible, and then we'll come along here and just kick out towards the drain. That's the charger, by the way. If we've got our measurings right, don't want to put any strain on this and snap anything. Okay, so put that in there. Hopefully we've got our measurings right. Oh yes, look at that. Right, let's do some minor adjustments and then we'll get the end shoot off. So here we go. You can see the idea I've got with the drain being here, the sink outlet, and then I just want this to be a bit of a kicker to direct the flow towards where the drain is, rather than just letting it sit anywhere on this concrete pad. Oh, that's loose as anything. Right, I haven't welded any of this. It just feels tight enough, and it gives me the flexibility to adjust if I need to, but this bit definitely needs welding on. Dun 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 dun. And this stuff is good, but it flipping stinks. Aquaflow PVC cement is absolutely bogging. Oh, Jesus. And there we have it. Nice outlet there. God, it's already solid. And we can adjust if necessary. That looks about right to me. Right. Let's be honest. Feel free to pause the video and have a guess if this is going to leak or not. But here goes. Whee! any leaky. Nothing there. And nothing here. Right, I think we need a bigger bucket. So we have about half a bucket full. And let's just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Check that out. As per design. That's working an absolute treat. No floodage. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I've been racking my brains on how best to run these hoses. I've really struggled with it, to be honest with you. It's been difficult. So difficult that I've come up with a couple of sketches, because that's how we roll on this channel. My thought, reutilising this from the previous setup, which obviously connects to the cold water inlet for the chiller. Now I'm thinking of putting the valve here in the corner and dropping this brass only with one of my hole saws through and fit it there, so it'd be nice and smooth out away in the corner. I can easily reach it as well whilst on brew day, just leaning over like that. I don't want to have it over here, it's just because over here is going to be cluttered, I think. So my plan is to work backwards from where the services are needed out to this area, because that's going to require a lot more fiddly bits and pieces, and then I can just snip these two inlets where I need. As you can see, they more or less extend across to where I want them, but we need to tee off to the tap as well. That's the plan, and I just hope that it works out. Managed to measure these two different sizes. This one was the perfect fit to make sure that the 15mm copper pipe was going to be nice and tight going through the worktop, and I got them mixed up and used the bigger one. So now it's like throwing a sausage up an alleyway. Damn it! Measure once, cut twice, remember that. So I've PTFE'd this up and we'll fit it to this inlet first. Okay, spot on. And now that can go into here, like so. We'll obviously tidy up these hoses, any surplus then I can tuck back into the top of the chiller. That looks comfortable and accessible. Told you. In this place we've got all the gear but no idea. Cool. Put that through, then put the fitting on. Oh, push it down.
Jesus. I'm expecting that.
Come on. Push it down.
I am.
It's not in yet. Ah, okay. It didn't move then, did it?
No.
Right, hang on. Keep it there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That. So that should keep it pretty solid, I think, once we nail it to this support. Cool. God knows if this is going to make the cut or not, but I've worked out this is the cold water inlet. Top tip, just open the tap whether it's on the cold side and blow into one of these tubes. and you'll hear the air coming through. If it doesn't, switch it to the hot side, blow through it again, and then you know this is the hot or the cold, whichever way. Top tip from a non-plumber. Crikey days. It took my head off. Right, an insert. Oh, we're getting there, boys. Getting excited. Oh, I've proper unrounded that. Okay. So in she goes into here. Oh, head again. And then we can tighten that one down. Oh, it's a nice, tidy bend on that now. I think my head's going to be covered in scars after today. Right, let's fit all this to the sides, and then we can give it a water test. Oh, this is exciting. That means all I need is cold water, really. The hot water is just a, you know, luxury. Done years without hot water in here, but this means we can effectively brew then. Woohoo! So there we have it. All hooked up to every point possible to keep it up and out of the way. And I'm actually pretty impressed with how sturdy this is, to be honest with you, for what it is. I mean, you know, there's not much movement at all. So I'm quite happy with that. So let's pop outside, plug it in, and see what happens. Oh, I love your eyes. Thank you.
Welcome.
Look at that.
Spicy sauce, okay?
Is that?
Spicy sauce.
Spicy sauce, alright, cheers. What a celebration of events. And let's try the counterflow chiller. Absolutely beautiful. Really chuffed with that. Everything's working as it should on the cold side. Drain's working perfectly. Let's use both at the same time. Full blast water. Everything's holding pressure, no leaks. There you go, that's full flow from the tap. Full beans, and it's not overwhelming the drain. Cannot fault it. So I can enjoy my lunch, and then we'll crack on with the hot side. So I finished my lunch. Just doing the dishes in the brewery. This is gonna frighten the life out of Mrs. G. When I walk in with some clean dishes, because usually I'm the one that's taking stuff into the house from the brewery, stacking it all up ready for me to clean. Beautiful. Okay, so I think I've come up with a plan for... Jesus Christ, it's windy. Crash my audio. So I think I've come up with a plan for the hot water side. It's a little bit more straightforward, I think. So I want this to be quite accessible, and in between the Grainfather and the sparge water, with this just makeshift hose. I would like to buy like one of them coiled spring thingies, but you know, let's leave it for now. We've spent enough in here as it is. So I would like to install that round about there, so that it's not going to interfere with the Grainfather here, and it's close enough within reach to just whack on and either fill the Grainfather with it or fill the sparge tank with it. That's the plan anyway. So we need to utilise this pipe We'll put a 9. No, could we get away with? Yeah, we will. We'll put get this going straight into a tea piece. This will come off the tea, and then we'll come off the other side of the tea just a little bit, and we should be able to hook up the hot water side to it then. Sounds like a plan. Let's try and execute it. Hopefully this one cuts easier than the last one. Yeah, just a bit. Let's get an insert. Okay. Tighten that down. So that's roughly where it'll go. Could have gone a bit more, but hey ho. Better than going too little. Giggity. And then I'll just take the hose off this for now. And shove that in there. Boop. Bring that across to here. Cool beans. Right, let's fit this into position. Absolutely solid. Will the hose go on? Yeah, boy! Come on, we're getting there. So, moment of truth, we've finished the plumbing this side for the hot, and plugged it in, plugged it on, connected it outside, and let's give it a whirl. So it'll take a while for it to come from the house, through the hose pipe and into here. I thought that was a catastrophic leak then, but it's just the drain. I'm on pins. Okay, we have hot water, or warm water, and no leaks. We're all good. We are all absolutely spot on. Oh man, what a treat! Okay, let's try the, what should I call this? The flexi hose? Yes, I know I need a better solution for it, but the same goes with this. It's all good. No leaks. And as I said, I can easily use this to fill the Grainfather on a brew day, fill the sparge tank, and that's about it, what I'll use this for. And then I think I can literally, yeah, I might need to think of a good hook system for it, but I'm happy with that. So next up we need to think about the electrical side here. Now I only have a double socket here and one over the other corner. I'm not going to be installing another ring main, there's just absolutely no need for it considering the amount of power that I'm going to be using over this side. So the glycol chiller is going to be living under here. I'm not sure how much power it takes, but I don't think it's much. I will double check though. As long as the glycol chiller and the boiler and anything else that's connected, such as the STC 1000, which takes next to nothing in terms of wattage. As long as that doesn't exceed 3 kilowatts, 3000 watts, you're not overloading the extension lead. So that's what we're going to run from this socket over to here. Now the Grainfather itself, you cannot run that off an extension lead, or you shouldn't at least. So that will be plugged into a dedicated socket as well. And then, and thank you all for your comments and recommendations, I will trim off the edge of this shelf. I'm down here, it's not much of a risk, but you're right, if I do step up to here to do something, that's definitely going to smack me in the nosh. So we'll trim the edge of this off and we'll get ahead with the lecky bits. So just off camera, I've managed to relocate this strip light from this area to here. I'd be interested to see how that makes a difference with the lighting in here. I think it'd be better from that camera angle anyway. We do have other lights to put up in here as well, which I'll leave right towards the end. And so now we're going to crack on with putting some sockets over here via an extension lead, changing up all of the clips to some nice tidy clear ones, and also, as you can see, I've shaved off the edge of here, and I've got rid of the alarm sensor just for now, and I think I'm going to reinstall it over this side once I put the insulation up. So let's get on to it. So what I've done is just ran an extension lead along here, nothing exciting that I need to bore you with, and I've put the extension lead underneath there, fitted it underneath there. Yes, water, electrics, but I'm not planning on any leaks, so, and even if it does, it'll just trip out up there anyway. And when I'm not in here, the hose pipes are not going to be connected on the outside, and the electricity is going to be isolated, so we're all good to go, and that will give us a nice clean finish. Next up, I'm going to be reinstalling this up here, which is my watermeter reader that I repurposed from the original Grainfather control box. I did have to extend this cable, which I'm now going to shorten again because I don't need that extension, and then yeah, fit it up there. So I know I said I'm going to be doing the electrics, however I quickly realised all I was doing was installing an extension lead along here and just rerouting cables. As you saw, I've installed this now. Just tidy the cables up as best I can. It just looks untidy, and I don't like it, but I have done as neat a job as possible. So there's got a 4-gang outlet underneath this counter now. One for this sparge heater, one for the watermeter reading, and one for the fan, and the spare one then is going to be for the glycol chiller, which is going to sit underneath here as well. So at least it's as tidy as possible. So let's give it a whirl, see if everything still works after I tore it out a couple of weeks ago. Watermeter reads 14 degrees, which is the temperature in here. So the fan switch now is down here. Nice tidy place to have it. And off she goes. And sparge, yeah, red lights on. And nothing tripped. Good darts. So in the next episode, I'm going to be installing, drum roll, a bar. I'm going to be installing a kind of lean-on bar sort of thing, which I can also use for days when I'm working from home. So when I've got meetings and Gemma's got meetings as well, we can be in separate areas. She can have the office and I can have my office. Then there's enough room for a laptop, have a couple of high stools here as well, and up on the wall over here. Up on the wall here, I'm also going to be installing my Mac computer, which I can use for more live streams coming soon. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, and for now, Iechyd, it's probably beer o'clock. I'm going to grab a beer. Iechyd.